Hi guys. So we know it's getting cold out. If you're in New York, you know it's a really crummy day because it's raining and it's chilly and you just want to stay inside and cuddle. So I decided I was going to make healthy chicken noodle soup. Well, maybe not noodles, pasta. So I wanted to share the recipe with you guys. First thing I did was take 3 large chicken breasts. I trimmed the fat and all the gross stuff off and threw them in the oven. Seasoned them with a little bit of olive oil, salt, pepper, and oregano. They went in the oven at 350 for about 30 minutes. So I'll show you them. Here's what they look like. Very simple. So when I'm ready, I'm just gonna kind of piece the chicken off like you would if you bought a rotisserie chicken and pick the chicken off and put it in your soup. So also what we're gonna need in the soup, we're gonna need some onion. I'm gonna maybe do about a little less than half of it, dice it up small. 6 stalks of celery that I chopped. I chose organic celery. I'm gonna do some fresh parsley. I like a lot of parsley, probably chop 2 tablespoons of that. I'm gonna do equal amount of carrots to celery because I like my soups with a lot of vegetables. And I'm also gonna do a few handfuls of organic baby spinach. Try to get spinach in everything because I don't eat red meat, my daughter doesn't eat red meat, so we need all the iron we can get. Alright, hold on. So I went ahead and chopped everything, well, just about everything. I got my carrots, my celery, my onion, and in my 4 or 6 quart pot, depending on how big you want to make your soup. This pot of soup is going to be pretty big. Oh, there's garlic too. I'm leaving the cloves whole. I got 1 large one and 2 little ones, but you could put however many you like.
Yes, do one to me.
Alright, so in my pot, I put about 2 or 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil at the bottom of the pan.
I'd like to go to the park later with Christine and Nikki and Nene and Yaya.
Chloe sees that I'm doing the video. She needs to chime in. So I like dry bay leaf in my soups. It gives it that homey Italian feeling. I don't know. I just always put bay leaf in my soup. And I love stock in a box.
Okay, dude, bye, sit.
I love stock in a box. It's so easy. You just pour it in. And Rachel Ray was actually...
Last time I go to the park and last time.
Chloe. Rachel Ray was like my idol when I first started cooking, so she has her own stock in a box. I like hers or anything organic. I try to stick with the low sodium just to, you know, I don't know. Anything in a box tends to have a ton, so go with the low sodium if you can and just add more if you need it. Alright. Okay. Now that everything is in my pot, I have my mirepoix, that's what they call it, celery, carrots, onions, garlic, olive oil, and bay leaf in there, heating up. It's covered on low, letting everything get, not soft yet, but getting warm. I'm going to add all my seasonings. I'm going to do a little bit of oregano, thyme, a pinch of celery salt, and lots of black pepper. You know, keep it simple. And then in a minute or 2, I'm going to add my stock. So I'm going to use this, which is 4 cups, and I'm going to need a little extra, I'm sure. So I have about a half a box here. If you don't want to spend a ton of money on stock in a box, you can always use water. Now, okay, while I wait for my stock to come up to a boil, I have it on a pretty high flame, covered. I'm going to start pulling my chicken. So So I'm just gonna pull all of it until, I don't know, like this, bite-sized pieces. And once the stock comes up to a boil, I just add my chicken. We're gonna let it heat for a few minutes and add our pasta if you want to do the pasta. But if you want to definitely do the spinach, that goes last because spinach wilts basically automatically. So within 3 minutes, it's cooked, and so you can put the spinach in once everything is done. And that'll be it. So let's, I guess you don't want to watch me pull apart chicken. Okay. About 10 minutes have gone by. I noticed that my broth and vegetables are boiling. I finished pulling apart all my chicken. I probably have a little over 2 cups. You could definitely do less. I, on the other hand, feed 3 grown men, myself. You know, the little one doesn't even count. But they could eat a lot. So I have my chicken. I have a good handful of chopped parsley that's going to go in. So I'm going to put that in now. I'm going to put the chicken and the parsley in now. Now that this is in, I'm going to stir it and cover it. It's on a medium-low temperature because that's going to come back up to a boil, but you want to make sure it stays at a simmer because you don't want to dry out that chicken. Chicken dries out pretty easily. You want it to be nice and moist and tasty, just like your grandma made, right? Okay. So with me, you know, I have to cook for a lot of people, like, well, 5 people, like I said. So I want to make dinner as easy as can be, but healthy. And I want it to taste good. So I try to reinvent old recipes, make them new and healthy and tasty, or just as tasty. Because I know some people are like, oh, I'm such a foodie, I can't go eating healthy now. But eating healthy isn't about diet food. Like, what is diet food, really? You know, I like fresh ingredients, fresh vegetables, free-range chicken, you know, wild seafood, stuff that doesn't have weird names that I can't pronounce in it. It's all about just eating clean, healthy meals. You know, you could have fat in there. I eat probably a jar of almond butter in 2 or 3 days. So, you know, that's a good amount of fat, but that's okay because it's good. It's good fat. And so now, okay, our soup's enough blabbing. My soup is cooking. It's probably going to be, I'd give it another 10 or 15 minutes until the carrots and the celery are soft enough to eat. Then I'm going to put my spinach in. No, forget that. I'm not going to put my spinach in. I'm going to put the pasta in. I'm going to do half a cup of these little ditallinis. Let me go get them. I don't know if you can see. Can you see? Organic to Becky. They're like ditallinis. And this is made, I think it's semolina, but it's organic. You don't have to go organic. Whole wheat pastas are fine. Elbows if you like them. The little stars, whatever you prefer is fine. So once this comes back up to a simmer, I'm going to put the pasta in. Keep it on a low flame. And it'll be done as soon as the pasta's done. However long the pasta takes, the soup will be done. And it's really easy. Okay guys, so here is the soup officially finished. Doesn't it look delicious? I mean, it smells pretty damn good in here. So, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, I guess it is, of my chicken noodle soup recipe. I will have the recipe up on foodmadelovely.com. And you guys could check that out too. Okay, bye.